Let me break it down for you. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you pull towards you by the person you decide to become. Everybody wants to win, everybody wants the spotlight, but not everybody wants to pay the price. You don't get success by begging for it. You get it by becoming someone who commands it. You want it? Good. Then start moving like it. Start thinking like it. Start living like it. Because the truth is, you don't rise to the level of your dreams, you fall to the level of your standards. And if your standards are low, if your habits are lazy, if your mindset is soft, don't be surprised when your life looks the same 5 years from now. Nothing changes until you do. Dreams are beautiful, but discipline, that's what turns them real. Consistency, that's what separates the average from the elite. Don't tell me what you're gonna do. Show me. I don't care how passionate you sound. I care how focused you stay when the excitement disappears. I care what you do when no one's clapping, because that's where it counts. That's where the champions are made. Everybody wants success until it starts feeling like work, until it's cold outside, until the motivation fades. But the ones who make it, the ones who rise, they grind through all that. They don't need perfect conditions. They become the condition. They wake up when they don't feel like it. They train when no one's watching. They sacrifice comfort for calling. And when life slows you down, because it will, when it feels like the door's not opening fast enough, remember this. Faith and focus are your weapons. Faith will keep you steady. Focus will keep you sharp. Together they turn delay into destiny. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. Don't let the silence fool you. Growth is happening. Preparation is happening. And when the time is right, you won't need to force it. You'll just be ready. But don't miss this. Your circle matters. The people around you are either pulling you forward or holding you back. You can't rise with anchors around your neck. You can't fly in cages built by comfort. If you're serious about leveling up, you've got to protect your energy. Everyone can't go with you, and that's okay. Growth comes with separation. That's the cost. You either grow or you stay liked, you choose. And while you're on the grind, don't forget where the real work starts, in your mind. The mindset you train will build the future you live. If you keep telling yourself you're not ready, you never will be. If you keep entertaining doubt, you'll never walk in power. You've got to speak life, not limitations. You've got to believe before the breakthrough. Winners train their minds before they win the game. The battle is won up here long before it shows up out there. Now here's the part nobody tells you. The real glow up, it don't come with applause. It comes in silence. When you stop talking and start doing, when you stop posting and start producing, when you let your results do the talking. You're not in competition with anyone. You're just too busy building to be distracted. You're too focused to be phased. You don't need to announce the next move. You become the move. And when it's time, the world won't need an explanation. Your life will speak for itself. So if you're tired of chasing success, will come the person who attracts it. The one who works when it's boring, the one who stays solid in storms, the one who doesn't fold under pressure. Become the one that success can't ignore. Because once you become that person, success will come looking for you. Microphone speech. Become the person who attracts success. Let me ask you something real. Do you want success, or are you ready for it? Because there's a difference. Wanting success is easy. Everybody wants the money, everybody wants the car, everybody wants the lifestyle. But very few want to become the person who deserves all of that. Success is not something you chase. It's something you attract by the person you become. You want it? Then be it. Wake up every day and show up like you already have it. Talk like it, walk like it, work like it, work like it. Because let me tell you something, consistency beats hype every single time. Your talent, that's a gift. But your discipline, that's your responsibility. Nobody's coming to push you out of bed. Nobody's gonna write the script of your life for you. You have to write it, direct it, and star in it, all at the same time. You keep praying for opportunity, but when preparation knocks, you ain't home. You want the stage, but you're not willing to rehearse in silence. Success doesn't respond to talk, it responds to grind, to faith, to character. Let me tell you something else. Success doesn't like noise. It likes people who are focused, people who work when no one's clapping, people who believe when no one's watching. You can't keep planting seeds of doubt and expect to grow confidence. And And you can't stay around negative people and expect to attract a positive life. At some point, you gotta choose comfort zone or greatness, because they don't live on the same street. You wanna be a magnet for success? Then upgrade your mindset. Fix your habits. Respect your time. Don't honor your word. Keep your circle clean. And most of all, believe in the version of you that you've never seen yet. Speak like it's already done. Act like it's already yours. Because when you become the person who attracts success, success has no choice but to come find you. Would you like a YouTube description, thumbnail text, hashtags, or tags for this speech as well? Success is not chased. It is attracted by the person you become. This truth often separates those who merely wish for greatness from those who actually live it. See, many people spend their lives running after success like it's some external prize to be hunted. They jump from goal to goal, opportunity to opportunity, constantly looking for that one thing that will finally make them feel accomplished. But the reality is, success is never something outside of you. It is something you pull towards you through who you are, how you think, and how you live. You don't attract success by talking about it. You don't attract it by putting it on a vision board and hoping for the best. You attract success by becoming a person worthy of it. That means building discipline when no one is watching. That means showing up for your goals when motivation is gone and energy is low. That means holding yourself to a higher standard, even when life gives you every excuse to lower it. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you are. Look at nature. A magnet doesn't run around looking for metal. It just is what it is. And what belongs to it comes. It has a pull because of its nature. That's how success works. When your habits are aligned, your mindset is right, and your work ethic is relentless. You don't have to beg for opportunities. They recognize you. They come to you. People want to work with you. Doors open, not because of luck, but because you prepared yourself to walk through them. It all starts with identity. You can't keep calling yourself average and expect to live above average. You can't keep carrying the same doubts, the same fears, the same excuses and expect a different life. You have to upgrade who you are on the inside before anything changes on the outside. Success is attracted to confidence, but not the loud, showy kind. It's attracted to the quiet confidence that comes from putting in the work, from knowing deep down that you've earned your spot, that you didn't cut corners, that you didn't wait to feel ready. You moved, you acted, you became. And becoming that person takes pressure, it takes struggle, it takes sweat, but that's the process. Fire refines gold. Pressure creates diamonds. Your trials aren't just obstacles, they are invitations to grow, to evolve, to step into the kind of strength that success respects. Because success doesn't just care about talent. Talent is everywhere. What success values is discipline, consistency, integrity. It values those who keep going when it gets hard. Those who stay focused when the distractions get loud. Those who remain faithful to the vision even when it's not trending. There's a reason most people never attract real success. It's not because they're not smart. It's because they never become someone consistent enough to finish what they start. They get excited. They start fast. But the moment the high wears off, they fall back into comfort. Comfort is the enemy of growth. You can't attract success from a place of comfort. You attract it when you're doing what others refuse to do. Waking up early, practicing longer, learning more, sacrificing for something bigger than your feelings. People think the grind is about the result. But the grind is about who you become in the process. You might not even recognize yourself 6 months from now if you stay committed, if you keep your word to yourself, if you train your mind to push through resistance. Because the more you grow, the more you realize success was never the destination. It was always the byproduct of personal transformation. Success is not for the lucky. It's not for the chosen few. It's for the committed, the intentional. The person who gets up when it's inconvenient. The person who prepares even when the opportunity hasn't arrived. The person who treats their goals like non-negotiable. That's who success notices. That's who success respects. That's who success finds. If you're not getting the results you want, don't look at the goal. Look at the person going after the goal. That's where the answer is. If you become the kind of person who refuses to quit, who embraces growth, who learns from failure instead of running from it, then success has no choice but to respond. Not because you forced it, not because you chased it, but because you became the kind of person who naturally pulls it in. Discipline and consistency are louder than dreams. We live in a world where dreaming big is celebrated, and it should be. Dreams are powerful. They ignite the fire, they show you what's possible. But dreams without discipline and consistency are just noise. They're empty echoes of what could be but never will be. You can talk about your vision all day, you can post it, share it, shout it from the rooftops, but if your actions don't match your ambition, none of it matters. Talk doesn't move mountains, work does. And not just work when you feel inspired, not just when it's easy or convenient. It's the daily grind that separates the dreamers from the doers. The ones who show up every day, whether they feel like it or not. The ones who keep going even when nobody's clapping, even when it seems like no progress is being made, because real progress isn't always loud. It's silent, it's subtle, it's built one rep, one page, one brick at a time. You see, discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It's the ability to control your emotions, your distractions, and your excuses, and replace them with movement. You don't feel motivated today? Good, that's your training ground. That's where discipline steps in, because if you can master yourself when you're tired, bored, angry, or uninspired, that's when you're building something real. That's when your dreams start becoming plans. And consistency, that's the multiplier. It's not what you do once in a while that shapes your life. It's what you do day in and day out, over time, in private, without needing validation. You can have the biggest dream in the world, but if you only act on it once a week, don't expect to see big results. It's not about explosive effort, it's about sustainable effort. The kind that compounds, the kind that builds momentum. Because consistency isn't sexy, it's not dramatic. And that's not arrogance, it's awareness. You can't water dead plants and expect them to grow. You can't keep shrinking yourself to make others feel comfortable and expect to evolve. At some point, you have to choose their approval or your progress. Look at your circle. Who's challenging you? Who's pushing you to be better? Who's holding you accountable when you slack? If your circle is full of people who make excuses, complain constantly, and settle for average, guess what? That mindset is rubbing off on you, whether you see it or not. You can't be serious about leveling up and still hang around people who live in a loop of limitation. Elevation requires separation. Sometimes the next level comes with silence. Quieting the voices that keep you small, tuning out the negativity that distracts you, and stepping away from the people who don't want to grow. It hurts, yes, but staying stuck hurts more. And when you finally choose to surround yourself with people who think big, who move with purpose, who grind with intention, you'll feel it. The energy shifts. Your mindset sharpens, your confidence grows. People are mirrors. They either reflect who you are or who you're becoming. And if you're constantly around those who can't see your vision, who downplay your progress, who make you feel guilty for being different, they're not your tribe. Real ones don't pull you down. They lift you higher, they speak life into your dreams. They remind you who you are on the days you forget. So protect your space like your future depends on it, because it does. Don't apologize for outgrowing people who had the chance to grow with you. Don't feel guilty for evolving. This is your life, your vision, your mission. And if you want to level up, you better make sure the people around you are climbing too. If they're not helping you build, they're quietly breaking you down. The mindset you train will build the future you live. Everything starts in your mind. Before the success, before the breakthrough, before the recognition, there was a thought, a belief, a decision. What you allow to live in your head will eventually shape what shows up in your life. If your mindset is weak, your future will reflect that. But if your mindset is strong, focused, and relentless, there is nothing that can stop you. Not setbacks, not doubt, nothing. Too many people want to change their life without changing their thoughts. No, they want a better outcome, but hold on to the same fears, the same limitations, the same internal dialogue that's been holding them hostage for years. You can't build a powerful life with a powerless mindset. You have to train your mind the same way an athlete trains their body, intentionally, consistently, and with discipline. When the mind is trained, the noise doesn't distract you like it used to. You don't fold under pressure like you did before. You don't panic at failure. You learn from it. You don't rely on motivation. You operate from commitment. Because your mindset becomes your compass. It helps you stay grounded when life throws punches. It helps you stay centered when people don't believe in you. It gives you clarity when everything else is chaos. The world will test you. It will throw detours, setbacks, and delays your way. That's not a maybe, it's a guarantee. But the only thing that determines whether you keep going or give up is the voice inside your head. If that voice has been trained to speak doubt, you'll quit. If it's been trained to speak strength, you'll rise. Every day, you're either training your mind to fight for you or against you. There is no in between. You want success? Then build a mindset that supports it. Start with the way you talk to yourself, the way you respond to adversity, the way you bounce back after failure. Don't wait for circumstances to change your mindset. Change your mindset so your circumstances follow. Stop feeding fear. Starve the doubt. Replace it with thoughts that serve your future, not your past. Your thoughts become beliefs. Your beliefs shape your actions. And your actions build your reality. It's a chain reaction that starts in silence, when no one's watching, when the results haven't shown up yet, when it's just you and your discipline. That's where the transformation happens. Not just in what you do, but in how you think. Every champion was once a beginner who trained their mind to believe anyway. Every breakthrough started with a mindset that said, no matter what, I'm going to win. That kind of thinking doesn't come naturally. It's built, it's forged in repetition, in affirmations, in prayer, in discipline, in staying consistent even when everything tells you to quit. So if you want to change your life, start by checking your thoughts, rewire the way you think, and you'll rewire the way you live. Because the mindset you train today is designing the world you'll wake up in tomorrow. The real glow-up happens when you work in silence and let the results speak. We live in a time where everybody wants to be seen, everybody wants to be heard, and everybody wants to show the world what they're about to do. But the truth is, power doesn't come from announcements. It comes from action. Growth doesn't need a stage, it needs a grind. The glow-up isn't about loud moves, constant updates, or public validation. It's about becoming so locked in, so focused, so disciplined that you don't even need to say a word. Your progress speaks for itself. When you're really building something, you're not thinking about posting it. You're not worried about who's watching or what they're saying. You're too busy working, too focused on getting better, too committed to the process to entertain distractions. Real glow-ups happen in the shadows, in the reps no one sees, in the hours no one counts, in the sacrifices no one claps for. While everybody else is trying to impress, you're building impact. While they're chasing attention, you're chasing mastery. While they're busy trying to prove something, you're becoming something. And that's the difference. Because when you focus on real results instead of empty recognition, your growth becomes unstoppable. See, when you move in silence, there's power in that. There's peace in that. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to justify your vision. You just show up, put in the work, and let time reveal what you've been preparing for. People may doubt you. They may overlook you. They may even forget you. But one day, they're going to have to respect you. Because the results will be undeniable. There's something powerful about becoming so focused on your mission that you don't feel the need to talk about it. You're not seeking praise. You're not addicted to applause. You're addicted to progress. You're addicted to discipline. You're addicted to becoming the best version of yourself, whether anyone's watching or not. The glow up isn't about the watch on your wrist or the clothes you wear. It's about the peace you carry, the confidence you've earned, and the growth you didn't need to broadcast. Because when you really level up, it's not just your lifestyle that changes, it's your spirit, your energy, your posture. And when that changes, people can feel it without you ever having to say a thing. So don't waste energy trying to prove your worth to people who aren't even building anything. Let your work prove it. Let your consistency prove it. Let your results walk in the room before you do. Because when you truly rise, the people who once overlooked you won't even recognize you. Not because you said you would change, but because you did. In silence. Without the noise. Without the hype. Just discipline, focus, and execution. That's the real glow up.